Hello and welcome back to episode 7 of Unknown to World Known. We're back today with Marseille. We are into December and we've got one of the biggest games of the season up now. So since you were last with us when we played Ghent, we then followed that up with a 2-1 loss to Lille, unfortunately. But we bounced back, 4-1 win against Nims, 4-2 win against Ghent, and then a 2-2 draw with Monaco, which not a bad result considering it's Monaco. They are doing very well. I say that, I'm pretty sure they've sacked their manager this year. We then drew with Angers, which was a very disappointing result there in a relegation battle, before losing 1-0 at home to Villarreal, which means we are finishing second in the Europa League group. However, we then beat Clermont 2-0 and Brest 2-0, which means in the league we are sat in 5th place, 1 point behind Lille in 4th. So still in a very good position where we can be in a battle for the top 4. At the moment, it's kind of, you've got PSG who are winning the league because they've won 16 out of 16 games. Then you've got this 4 that can fit into 3 places: Lyon, Rennes, Lille, and ourselves, Marseille. 5 points separating the 4 of us. I think we've got the potential to come out somewhere in that top 3 of those. I think Rennes will drop off. Lille might drop off as well, potentially. Europa League wise, as a result of the loss to Villarreal, we are finishing second in our group. However, we will have the draw at the end of the episode. But for now, we'll head straight into the game against AEK Larnakas and just see if we can pick up a win to end the group. So we do have a bit of rotation for today's game. We've got Jakubek in goal, Aurier, Aurore, Winfer and Cornet as a back 4, Partey, Rongier and Cifuentes in midfield, Traore on the right, Tongia on the left and Jorge up front as the striker. Havel stood over a free kick for Larnakas, goes to the far post and the header is easy for Jakubek to save. Are we going to see a highlight going our way now as well? Jakubek holding on to the ball, eventually goes long, tries to find Traore, not a very good attempt. However, he forces them back to their goalkeeper, and Luca is going to play the ball out from the back. Long ball, Jakubek has come all the way, missed the ball, and then walked back to collect it. That's why he's not our starting goalkeeper. He's a little bit dodgy. Traore to Aurier. Can he bring the ball forward? He can, but plays it back to Partey. Spreads the ball out to Tongia on the left. He cuts it back. Cornet with a through ball to Tongia across the box. Traore at the far post. We lead 1-0. A very nicely worked goal. A long highlight leading up to it, but we lead 1-0. It's not too important in the context of the group. You know, we're finishing second no matter what happens. A little bit annoying that that's the game we've had to come back for, but by the by. Tongia plays the ball back to Cornet and then inside to Partey. He sends the ball out to Traore, who's got space on the right. Can he get the ball into the box? He plays it short to Rongier, who's tackled. Goes back to Traore. Aurier crosses the far post. Tongia clips the bar with the header. Nearly puts us 2-0 up. Half time, we lead 1-0. It's been a solid first half. We've not really given chances away. And hopefully we can just grab a second. We'll bring Cifuentes off and just see out the rest of the game. Partey and Iore play a ball long forward, but doesn't find anyone except their centre-back. Havel goes back to Antonio. It's a bit of a strange one, that. And unfortunately, Larnakas are controlling the ball a little bit here. Back to the goalkeeper. I am all over the place at the minute. That was not their goalkeeper. Montes with a ball through, finds his man, puts it past Jakubek. Did look very close on the offside call. Doesn't look like it's going to matter though. It's 1-1. And that was a little bit too easy for them. Yeah, we shouldn't be allowing them to break through that simply. And actually, he's just onside because of Iore from the looks of it. Cifuentes with a free kick from deep. Tongia was there. But it turns out he was offside. I was going to say he was unlucky. And we're going to bring Komar on for Winfer at the back. And also Partey can come off for Petit. And Wendell can come on for Rongier in centre mid. We want to try and get a win in this one, even though it doesn't matter, but we don't want it to be a draw. However, it's a free kick for Lanarkis here. Espinosa to Giorgio. He brings it down the left-hand side, but goes back to Espinosa. Hevel. Montez to Fiodru, and his shot goes over the bar. Never really troubled Jakubek. And unfortunately, it is a 1-1 draw. A pretty disappointing result, that. You know, against a team that's bottom of the group. We put them aside quite handily earlier in the group stage. We finish second in the group anyway, so hopefully we can pick up a decent draw in the next round. Also, BK Harkin, let's have a quick look, are out, unfortunately, despite picking up 8 points. So unlucky for them, but they're into the Europa Conference League. Hopefully they can do well there. And let's go and play our game against PSG. And the lineup for the PSG game, we've got Blasquez in goal, a back four of Lirola, Balerdi, Mbete and Gottin. Partey is the holding midfielder, Gerson and Vendel in front, and then we've got Lacava and Under on either wing, and Real as the striker. Gottin with a throw-in. We've made it 35 minutes into the first half. We've defended well. Real has nodded the ball down to Wendell. Through to Lacava. Can he beat his man Vendel? Back into Real. Chips Donnarumma. It's gone in. Was he offside? It doesn't appear he was. We lead PSG 1-0. We've made changes. We've gone for a direct counter-attack in this game rather than the control possession which we did last season, which ended in the 6-2 game. We now lead, and hopefully we can see this game out. That's a fantastic way for us to play. Kimmich with a corner kick though to the far post, and it's hit the bar and gone out for a goal kick. And at halftime, it's 1-0 still. You look at the XG, they haven't done anything special. You know, we're matching them despite having half the shots. If we can have the second half go like that, I'm absolutely fine with it. Mendes with a throw-in for PSG, gets it to Bakiri. Mariba to Greenwood. Can he turn? Gets it to Hakimi at right back. Ball to the far post, and Blasquez has made a fantastic save once again. And now, can he find a man with a long ball forward? He can find Real, who heads down to Lacava. Back through to Real. Puts it in. 2-0 now. No, that one wasn't offside. Surely not. Surely not, ref. He was onside. He was onside. It's 2-0 against PSG. Real headed down to Lacava. Gets it back. Through ball. Beats Donnarumma. Puts it in the back of the net. We might be beating PSG, guys. Mendes with a throw-in. Mariba sends it into the box, but Gottin clears it away at the far post. Goes all the way back to Donnarumma in the end. He plays it short to Papetti. And then Kimmich is forced back to Donnarumma again. Really good, strong pressing game from us at the minute. And then dropping off at the right time. The ball forward to Hakimi. Gnabry. Back to Kimmich. Over the top to Hakimi. Chance for a cross here to the far post. And Bakiri heads wide at the far post. Gnabry with a free kick here. Header goes over from Mariba though. We're going to bring Partey off for Petit now with just over 20 minutes to go. I think we'll leave it just at that though. And now Lacava coming off for Jorge on the right hand side. And just a couple minutes to go now. We are going to bring Wendell off for Rongier in the midfield and drop him to a Mazzala on support instead of attack. And it's a huge win against PSG. We've given them their first loss of the season. The only game they haven't won in the league so far. And what a result. Didn't expect that coming into it. Puts ourselves in a really good position because I don't think many teams are going to be taking points off PSG. Therefore, we're now 2 points behind Lyon in second and a chance for us to push on after the winter break. And as promised, Europa League first knockout round draw. We're just looking for someone like Young Boys would be quite nice. We just don't want one of the teams like Napoli, for example, or Porto wouldn't be ideal. We've got Leipzig. That's one of the teams we didn't want. So we've got a tough draw there. and we're going to need to come up pretty good to beat Leipzig, if we're being honest. So that's where we'll come back. We'll come back for the games against Lyon and Leipzig in February. We can go through any transfers that we make. I don't plan to make much. We've just brought in a left back in Gottin. You would have seen him in that game against PSG. Youngster coming from Bordeaux, £9 million, some of that in instalments. But he looks like he's got very good potential. And also, our youth candidates are looking pretty good. We've got an A for 3 slots in defensive midfielders, attacking midfielders and wingers. A potential golden generation it is being quoted as. So we'll definitely keep you updated, and hopefully we get some really good players come through there. But for now, if you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can do now that we've beat PSG, ending their run of 16 games unbeaten in the league. Well, 16 wins in the league, I should say. It might even stretch back further than that if you want to get into the technicalities of it. The last time they actually lost in the league was slightly before that. So technically an 18-game winning streak in the league we have ended. And a sign of things to come, perhaps. I think the way the league's shaping up, I think we've got potential to be the team that are in second in this tier. We're in the top division. Bit of a weird way to phrase that. But please do subscribe down below. Thank you very much for watching.